Well, welcome everyone to the official groundbreaking ceremony for the college at Brockport's state-of-the-art Special Events and Recreation Center, SERC. My name is Frank Short, and I'm the Dean of the School of Health and Human Performance, and it is my honor to serve as Master of Ceremonies today. This is indeed a special day for the campus, one that many of us have been anticipating for a very long time. You know, we all experience events in life in somewhat different ways, and I'd like to take just a moment to tell you about how I experienced the origins of SERC. Around 2000, I was serving as chair of the Department of Physical Education and Sport, and one of my colleagues, Dr. Joseph Winnick, who is there, stopped by to see me. And we're having a conversation, and Joe makes the observation that many colleges that are smaller than Brockport have smaller or non-existent professional physical education programs, have smaller athletics programs, and have smaller intramurals and recreation programs, all have something we don't. They have, if you will excuse the expression, a field house. And Joe declares that he is going to send then President Paul Yu an email telling him that Brockport needs one. And I'm thinking, this is cute. Cute in a Don Quixote sort of way, the senior faculty member tilting at the windmills of higher education. Sure, Joe, send Dr. Yu an email, and while you're at it, tell him my office could use a new desk as well. Might as well take a shot. But I knew what Dr. Yu's response was going to be. Dear Dr. Winnick, thank you for your recent note about a field house. Such a building would be a wonderful addition to our campus. Unfortunately, funds are tight and is not among our current campus priorities. Best wishes for the remainder of the semester. Sincerely, Paul Yu. Heck, I've written that memo several times just since I've been dean. So Joe sends the email, and several days later he brings me a copy of Dr. Yu's response with just a little grin on his face. And as I read it, I can feel my jaw slacking. It says something to the effect that this is a good idea. The campus should explore it further. And I have charged Vice President Ray Pasquale to head a feasibility committee to study the issue. Wait, what? This is all you have to do to get a multi-million-dollar facility built on campus? You send an email to the president. Who knew? Now, maybe there had been previous conversations about this subject at President's Cabinet, and maybe Joe's message was just well-timed. But as far as we know, the idea for a 138,000 square foot building came from a little email from a concerned faculty member. Talk about shared governance. So in 2001, the feasibility committee is appointed and the meetings begin. And they continue to this day as the SERC advisory committee. It is not often that ad hoc committees last for a decade, but this one has. When I attended my first SERC meeting, I was 6'3" with wavy blonde hair. So for some of us, SERC has been a long time coming. But today makes it all worthwhile. Today, all the college's time and effort is not only justified, it is requited. I'd like to thank Joe Winnick for his activism, President Yu for putting the wheels in motion, Ray Pasquale for providing the leadership early on, Tom Dreyer and the rest of the facilities and planning folks for their stewardship, and Lynn Case, Scott Haynes, Susan Peterson, and all my colleagues who have served on SERC committees over the years. And I want to thank President Halstead and his cabinet for all their support. At the time of his arrival on campus, President Halstead announced that SERC was his #1 capital project priority. He got behind it, and he stayed behind it all the way. And with that, I would like to introduce the president of the college at Brockport, Dr. John Halstead.